Okay, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. I'm here to do some free live readings for anyone who wants one. Donations take priority. If you go to the description box, you will see a link that will take you to PayPal. So feel free to donate. And yeah, I'm going to be choosing people at random this time. The last time I did this, Princess K's here, first one. Would you like a reading, my dear? If so, throw me your question. Sweet Zad is here. Yeah, I was just saying that the last time I did this, I was trying to go in order. And I was having to scroll way back up, and then people were leaving, and it was just a big problem. And there were all these people here who just, I could have chosen instead. So I'm starting with Princess K because she has been showing up consistently. Thank you. And your question is your crush loyal? Loyal. Is your crush loyal? Princess K's crush loyal. I'm going to start with awesome. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to start with the Osho Zen Tarot. And then if I need to clarify with something else, I will. But these are really good because I can get to the message real quick and I don't necessarily have to read the book. Although I might if I have to. All right. Is Princess K's crush loyal? Morality. I mean, having strong morals, that could certainly mean your crush is loyal. Let's see what else. It's funny because that card doesn't look all that great, but that person sure looks like they would be loyal. Patience. Patience, I think, speaks to loyalty. Very nurturing card. And the Source. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at all these together. Everything's falling. I'm feeling like your crush has strong ideas about how they want to show up in a relationship. And that involves being very nurturing. It involves giving of themselves. I'm getting there's like they enjoy a good power exchange, not a what do you call it? Like the control of power games. There's a term. Yeah, when people are like fighting for the power, I get that this person, your person likes the exchange, the back and forth. Sometimes one person, sometimes the other. The thing about this card is I think they probably are very loyal. They are going to expect that of you as well. They probably have pretty high standards. So, you're going to be expected to show up. If this goes somewhere, you're going to be expected to mean what you say and do what you say and not really waver. But I think this bodes well for you and your crush. Certainly your crush seems like an upstanding person. Cool. All right. That was good. Next, Sweet Zad, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing so much. I think you might have just brought my subscriber number to 50. Thank you. This is huge. I can't even tell you. Like, I never. Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I wish you well with your crush. Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed to have so many subscribers. I did not ever expect this. I thought 10 was a lot. And yeah, to be at this number, I think about like 50 people in a room. That's a lot. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of eyes on you. And yeah, this is certainly getting me outside of my box, my comfort zone. I am naturally an introvert and don't necessarily relish the spotlight. So this has been a big journey for me. So anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so Sweet Zad. Sweet Zad. Who is coming towards you in love? You're a single Taurus. Fellow Earth sign. Who is coming towards Sweet Zad in love? Who is coming towards Sweet Zad in love? Honestly, I'm feeling called to choose from the good tarot. I'm going to choose some cards from here because I think it might give me a better idea of who's coming. I don't know. They both could be good. But I'm feeling drawn, so I'm going to listen. Listening to my intuition. Chrissy Chandler is back. Welcome. Okay, Athena B, hello. Thank you so much for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. All right, Sweet Zad. Queen of Earth. Someone who is trustworthy, who is grounded and stable, who isn't afraid to do the work, who, the Queen of Earth is she cultivates. She's kind of the master gardener. She knows how to take something from seed and turn it into the bountiful harvest. So it's looking good so far. Page of Fire. Pages have a youthful quality about them. Let me reference my little old book here and see about the Page of Fire. This person wants to take enthusiastic action, is adventurous. This is also about beginning a new project. You could be the new project. Acting on a new idea. Someone who's adventurous. They're hardworking, they're stable, they're strong, they are very resourceful. Very resourceful. But also, yeah, there's this youthful quality about them. Wanting to explore, being curious, wanting to move forward and take action. Could be a little on the impulsive side, but I don't think anything too terrible. And Four of Earth. So we have the two Earths now. So someone who's definitely quite grounded. And in tune, I feel like someone who is comfortable in their body. Hello, Harmony. Thank you for subscribing. Someone who knows themselves. Who is also, with the antlers. Both of these have the antlers, and it can represent antenna and tuning you into, they are tuned into possibly kind of their higher power, like a deeper connection to, whatever they consider their higher power to be. Could be nature, could be some kind of, the universe, spirit, whatever. But whatever that connection is, it's coming from this place of being grounded, being very authentic with who they are. And good, again, stable, secure. It's important to them. I'm just going to look at the Four of Earth because I forget this one sometimes. Yeah, trusting in a solid foundation. So yeah, I think, sweet Zad, you've got someone really, really cool and interesting coming towards you. I wish you well. There are a lot of people with having others coming towards them. Auntie Murda, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. You are welcome. I just recently discovered this guy. He's called Steve's Love Tarot. And he gives some very interesting readings on YouTube. So if you haven't already, I recommend checking him out. He's kind of funny. Okay, I want to get to Athena B. Are you here? Can you just let me know? Because you're asking, can you tell me how C, who is a Virgo, feels about you? Are you here, Athena? You are here. Excellent. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, for joining. Or hello. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So, Athena, how does C, who is a Virgo, feel about you? I'm gonna head back to Osho Zen. How does C feel about Athena B? How does C feel about Athena B? C, who is a fellow Virgo, like me, feel about Athena B? Yes, of course. So happy to pick your question. I am doing this somewhat randomly, but I am, I'm going to do my best to get y'all if I can. I'm trying to make these faster. Playfulness. There's a playful attitude about you, towards you. Wanting to play, wanting to dance, wanting to have fun, wanting to laugh. Let's see. How does C feel about you? C, I think, likes you, finds you quite enjoyable. Let's see what else. Intensity. Has some pretty strong, intense feelings, apparently. There's a lot of red and orange and yellow, these bright, vibrant colors. Very passionate. Open. I'm trying to think of the color yellow, like it's like bright and cheery. Again, we have this playfulness thing coming up. It's intense, but it's like a fun intensity. Ooh, what's this about? Exhaustion. This could be speaking to the fact that C, you both need that energy. So I wonder if this is making sense to you then, that there's some kind of exhaustion here. Either whatever C is dealing with in life is just kind of like, bringing them down, kind of, this this person is inside this contraption, which looks kind of like a robot. And there's all these different parts, and we're not exactly sure if this thing even works, if the parts are even put together correctly. But this person, you can tell, has been really working on this really hard, and it's kind of sucked the light out of them a little bit. The light, the energy, the fun. And it could be around that C really likes you and is feeling exhausted by the concern that, maybe C doesn't know how you feel, or is concerned about, is this going to work? Wanting to get all the parts in place to make sure they show up correctly, or to make sure that things work correctly. C is a Virgo. Virgos like perfection, strive for perfection, sometimes to their detriment. Often, I'll say, to their detriment. And so this could be that C sees something in you that makes them want to step out of this kind of cage. Yes, this self-built thing that they found themselves in, and they just want to shake it loose, just get out and just play and move forward. And maybe there's an energy about you that draws them, that they're like, ooh, I like how Athena B shows up. Maybe you have some kind of quality that, that's more playful, that's more Virgos or something else. Yeah. Yes, we are. But yeah, it's really feeling like you bring something to the table that Virgo, that C really likes, and that maybe wants to work on in themselves a little bit more. And probably you too. You both bring something that the other doesn't have. You say Virgos are something else, but you like them. So, you're drawn to what they offer. So, I don't know. It's looking good to me. I'd say things are boding well for you and C. All right. Who is next? I'm kind of doing the thing I wouldn't said I would do, but Chrissy Chandler, are you here? Chrissy, what love person is coming towards me in my love life? Single Libra. Your whole life? Single your whole life? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Athena. We do our best. Every sign has its shadow side and its light side. And so anyone you're dealing with, you want to try and bring out the light side, or shine the light on their light side. Sometimes if they're leaning towards their shadow side, maybe you want to skip them. Yes, because Virgos can also be quite critical and judgmental, and that's no fun if that's what's always coming to you. But it sure sounds like your C is leaning towards the light side. Certainly wants that. That's awesome. So Chrissy Chandler, you are here. What love person is coming towards you? I'm going to jump back to the Good Tarot. I feel like this is a really good deck for kind of when someone's asking about qualities of someone that's coming in. Harmony A. I am not sure if you're next. I will give you a big fat maybe. Right now, I am looking at Chrissy Chandler. Chrissy Chandler, and who's coming in? Who's coming in for you, Chrissy? Single your whole life. I hope that you are young. Or maybe, I don't know. It seems like you would like to have a relationship. Um, Obviously, you're asking. So, Miss Libra, Chrissy Chandler, who's coming? Who's coming towards her? I swear, you guys, people are coming. They're coming in droves, apparently, because every single reader, almost for the most part, are like, yeah, you got someone new coming in or someone from the past. Okay, Chrissy, this is really good. This person is really, I mean, it's the sun. They're like big, bright energy. I feel like the sun. I'm not really good at knowing what zodiac signs go with what cards, but I'm pretty sure the Leo goes with the sun. So it could be a Leo, but someone who's like bright and shiny and like kind of an outer personality. They like to bask in the glow of the sun and maybe other people's attention, but it's like really in a positive way. Like I don't know, it's looking good. Lots of abundance. 9 of water. Again, the abundance really could be someone who's coming into a time in their life where they are abundant or they just naturally are that way, but I feel like there's a desire to share the abundance. And it's interesting looking at the way she's holding her hands. Makes me think she's kind of thinking about like, oh, wouldn't that be nice if I could have the thing that I really want? Like she's got all the jewels. She's got anything she could need. She's a mermaid, so she's in the ocean. Like she can eat whatever she wants. Like she has all the things, but where's the love? So someone coming towards you could be like, where's my Libra? I know they're out there. I know they're somewhere in this big wide ocean. And they will be better than all the jewels and the fish and the whatever. And 5 of air. 5 of air. I think this is about tension and conflict. Could be someone who enjoys to spar. Some people like that kind of thing. Maybe they're coming towards you because maybe there's something about you. Libras are, always striving for the balance, right? And maybe you bring something to them that can help them tame that desire for the tension and conflict. It could be tension and conflict within themselves. Maybe you've met this person already, and they are feeling it within themselves. Like maybe they're like, oh, I think Chrissy's really cool. And I don't know how to say something. And I would love to just like, I don't know, like this figure doesn't look particularly in conflict. Is kind of dancing and like, but is wearing the mask. I'm going to pick one more from the Osho Zen, because this 5 of air, I'm not totally sure. Let me just see if I can get a clarifier on this. Slowing down. Yeah, it makes me think that whoever is coming in for you possibly has been dealing with some kind of tension and conflict in their life. Maybe it's what they're coming from. And moving towards you is getting out of that. And they're taking this time to slow down, to just kind of feel into whatever's been going on in their life, to assess, to like, this turtle is coming up to the water, but the water is rainbow, and it's like drinking from the full spectrum of emotion, or allowing themselves to feel the full spectrum. But my eye keeps getting drawn back to the sun. The sun and the Knight of Water. I want to read the book for Nine of Water. I feel like I'm missing something here. Dreams come true. Wishes fulfilled. Completion, enjoyment, contentment, achievement of desire. You are this person's dream come true. I don't know if you've met them yet, but when you do, or when they finally come forward, maybe you already know them. They're gonna be like, hey, I want to shine my light on you. Let's bask in the glow together. So maybe they just need some time right now to go within and assess or reassess, do some self-reflection, and get to a place where they can feel good about coming towards you. Looks good. Looks really good. I wish you well. Okay, let's see. Is he an ego guy? Could be. But if he is, I don't think, I feel from the cards, I feel like he's working through that. Like he's wants to come to you correct. So, yeah. You are welcome. You are so welcome. All right, Harmony A. You can be next. We'll be getting a job offer next month. Okay. I will ask about a job offer. Frankly, I don't do time questions simply because time is fluid. Time is relative. Time is not what we perceive it to be. And I have never had timing line up with any of the readings that I've ever gotten. So I can give you kind of a general, like, will you be getting a job offer in the near future? It could be any time in the next 3 to 6 months. But the big thing is that for me is that when any reader says a time, and then it builds up my expectations, and then I get like, ooh, something's going to happen. Oh, next week, the next 10 days, whatever it is. And then it doesn't happen. And I'm like, wah, wah, like, here we are again. It didn't happen, didn't show up. So, I will see. I will see about you getting a job offer soon-ish, sooner than later. How about that? I'm going to pick from the Osho Zen. Osho Zen sharing. Well, this certainly looks good. I mean, getting a job offer, sharing, someone wants to share something with you. And at a job, you're doing the work, you're sharing yourself. So certainly looks good so far. Ooh, stress. This is the third time this card has come up for me today. This could be stress around wanting the job to show up. It's so stressful when, you need that job, you need that money, Maybe there's a particular job that you're hoping for. And it's stressful just thinking about it. Like, what happens if it doesn't come through? There's all the things like, um, of course, there's needing to pay bills and that kind of thing. But then there's like the rejection aspect, like, oh, they didn't like me. What's wrong with me? Wanting to like to kind of put on a show for them, to show them that you have what it takes. And meanwhile, here's this monkey who's like, haha, I can pop this bubble at any time, haha, and it's like, I don't know. Let me pick another one. I'm not sure. I can't tell if this is the stress that would come with the job. Like, maybe you really want this job and then you get it and you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Or if it's the stress around wanting the job and hoping you get it. Existence. I don't know. I'm really, the message that's coming to me is that this stress is how you are feeling around wanting this job. It's got you all tied up and feeling crazy. And the universe is kind of saying like, okay, you need to drop everything. You need to step off of the bubble because that's going to pop. And again, it's kind of your attitude about it. It's like needing to realize that the right thing is going to come along. And if you don't get the thing you want, it means it's not the right thing. It's that idea of rejection is protection. Rejection is cosmic redirection. And the point here is to get back to the understanding that you are fully supported. Simply because you are here on this planet, you are in a body. This person is naked. And it's like allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to open to the universe and what the universe wants to bring in. And when you're in this state of stress, it closes you off. It constricts your energy. It closes your valve to your higher power, to all the good things that want to come in for you, that are rightfully yours. And consciously stepping off the bubble, getting onto solid ground, remembering that the universe always has your back. You are always supported. She is supported here on this leaf. And she is looking up to the universe, to the cosmos, understanding that she is connected both to the ground, to the earth, and to the stars. I feel like it's the knowing that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, allowing yourself to be in your body, be having the experience, be open, be vulnerable, but also know that you are fully protected. And again, if this job offer doesn't come in, something else will. That's one of my mantras. This too shall pass. So yeah, it's definitely powerful. Cool. Okay. That's good. So many new people. Let's see. Sammy, hello. Pinky Lee. Princess K, I will come back to you if I have time. I believe Auntie Murda. And again, thank you for subscribing. Auntie Murda, you are welcome, Harmony. You're amazing too. I mean, I like to say, It takes one to know one. So anyway, I can't see you in person, but there's an energy here, right? So thank you. Auntie Murda, you want to know how things will go for you once you start praying and manifesting again. About to go back to your spiritual stuff. It's been a while. You miss your old self. Interesting. Okay. I'm curious. I'm so curious about what veered you off your path. I have gone in and out of my spiritual path more times than I can count. through the years, through the decades. I miss it very much. I hear ya. Yeah. Yeah, it's been the same for me. There's always I've always felt like I've gone off the path, but it was because I had things to learn and I needed to integrate all the stuff that I had just taken in. And so I would take this time and I'd just go off and be like, whatever. And just, just kind of, it was almost like I couldn't care. You messed up bad, but many lessons were learned. I hear you. We, being human is such an interesting experience. You have this idea of things and how they're going to be, how you think you would react to a situation, how you would be in a situation, or you see someone else in some situation. You're like, well, if it was me, I would da 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 da. And then you find yourself in a situation. You're like, oh, I am not acting the way I thought I would. I am not making the decisions I thought I would. And then you come out of it and it's like, wait, who was that back there who was making those decisions? Because that wasn't me. It's not who I thought I was. And we realize that we are multifaceted. There is a lot to us. So, all right, Auntie Murda, you're asking how things will go for you once you start praying and manifesting again. Well, I can tell you right now, it's going to go better. You will be able to receive your guidance, get back in touch with your guidance, your inner guidance, which is your connection to your higher power. Tapping into that innate wisdom, that authentic part of yourself. Realigning with yourself. And I want to point out this picture. So we have the figure here, the angel with the wings. And then we have this figure here who's looking back. And it makes me think about how with stepping on back onto your spiritual path, there are things that are drawing your attention. Things that make you feel nostalgic, sweet memories, but also the things that it sounds like, there's some guilt and shame around what you've done. And you're kind of looking back like almost like you're not allowing yourself to go with this angel, not allowing yourself to fly because you're held back by feeling like you messed up. And I'm here to tell you, we all mess up. It's a part of being human. And I think that the bigger thing is to focus on the lesson. What did you learn about yourself? How would you do it differently next time? And turn yourself towards where this angel is going and understand that you have the wings to fly. Very regretful. You miss your spiritual self. I understand. You know something though? Your spiritual self is always there. You can get back to it at any time when you're ready. When you're ready. I think you're ready. Look at you. I think this is you like, okay, I'm breaking through all the BS. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be authentic. You know, the torso is all lit up here. That's your personal power. That's your love, your heart. This is your true self bursting through all the rubble, all the, you know, probably like having built this huge wall around yourself and you're just like, done. I'm going back to myself, to who I know myself to be truly, which is this amazing spiritual being. And again, it never went away. You just kind of stuck it on the back burner for a while. You needed to do some good old fashioned 3D living. And that's where we gain our perspective. That's where we get our lessons. That's what helps us to move in the direction we want. You wouldn't know if you hadn't gone through it. We don't know what we don't know. And so you have to have the experiences to help guide you in the direction you want to go. I know, easier said than done, but I've been there. I definitely get it. And this is looking amazing. We get the conditioning card. Being mindful to allow yourself to step into your strength, knowing that your spiritual side, your spirituality is where your power lies. And maybe this was where you were kind of, you were in a place where you were trying to fit in with others that weren't really like you, that you actually didn't align with. And that's why this bad thing happened, because it was you rebelling. You're like, no, I am not supposed to be here in this situation. But another part, you know, we could call it the ego versus the spiritual side. And the ego kind of, for whatever reason, had you in this situation where you were lying to yourself, you were lying to others, you were trying to be something you were not. And in every case, your higher power, the universe, is going to come along and be like, psh, psh, like slap you upside the head and be like, no, you need to own who you are, because you are amazing. And when you can actually learn to follow your intuition, follow those nudges, be like, hey, ego, I hear you. Thank you. But I'm going to do something else instead. That's where the power comes from. And I think you really are in this place of really owning what's happened in the past, owning who you are, who you want to become, stepping in, breaking through. It's great. I think this is an extremely empowering reading, particularly because you can't know, hey, sunflower, till you go for it, go through it. And I had something else I was going to say, and it left. It left as quickly as it came. So I'm just going to leave you on this. Look at you. Look at you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are powerful. You're getting back to yourself. So awesome. Awesome, Auntie Murda. Thank you for joining me. Whew. Whew. God, doing these readings are crazy. Ooh. Arby. Juliet. Arby, my rising sign is Scorpio. My sun sign is Virgo, and my moon is Cancer. I am quite muddy. I'm like, I think of myself as the the bottom of a riverbed. That kind of muddy mud at the bottom of a river or a lake or something. Juliet, Juliet, are you here? You are welcome, Auntie Murda. Thank you. Seriously. Yeah, I've got two of them. There's Kitty and there's Charlie behind her. Sisters. You'd never tell by looking at them. Okay, I think Juliet has gone. So I am doing the thing I said I wouldn't do. RB, are you here? Anybody? Anybody? I know, I love cats too. They're awesome. Pinky Lee is maybe here. Sammy. All right, you know what, Sunflower? I know you are here right now, so I'm just going to do a reading for you. Do you have a question? Can I do a reading for you? You are absolutely added to the list right now, right this moment. What does Zohair feel about our today's conversation? Ooh. What does Zohair feel about today's conversation? Zohair and Sunflower. They had a conversation today. How's Zohair feeling about that? Trust. Trust that it's going to work out, that what was said was supposed to be said. Maybe trust in you. Maybe Zohair is learning to trust in Zohair. He's been reminding you about your date. Ooh, the plot thickens. Reminding you about your date. He hasn't replied to your last message. Did you already go on a date? Or have you been planning a date? I don't know. So far, there's some trust here, which is a good sign. Just because someone doesn't reply, thank you, Makha Bosra. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Sunflower. Zohair is feeling like the fool, and this is good. The fool is very, has kind of a innocent, childlike wonder, is always trusting that somehow they will be supported. Every step will lead them in the right direction. This guy has no worries about falling off this cliff. Somehow something miraculous is going to show up underneath this foot, and he's just looking at the flowers. He's like, totally present, totally in this moment. He's been asking you if you're excited. You're planning. Okay. Zohair's kind of excited himself. Zohair is looking forward to this date of yours. I guess the question is, are you looking forward to it? Some kind of travel involved? Are you having to travel? Is one of you having to travel to the other one? Are you not very close? Or maybe it's a date where you're gonna like go on a little road trip or go do something. Heart's love. Maybe. Let me look and see what time it is. Okay. It's very possible. Reminded you like 3 times that you have to go on a date. Well, you got the travel card. So I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah, I have to ask again. Are you excited? He wants to go with you on a long drive. Yeah, you guys have some things to talk about. I'm curious. I'm curious if you are as excited as he is. You're a little curious, a little excited. Maybe you're not sure. I don't know. One piece of advice I heard today or yesterday on a reading was um, be open. Don't automatically shut something down. You know, give a person a little time. You know, actually have the conversation. A long drive is great. You know, you go on a little picnic, you have time in the car, you can just kind of like feel into each other's energy, kind of see like there's there's a deck, like a game deck for people who are dating, and it like basically gives you questions that you can ask one another, kind of like thought-provoking questions. And you can find stuff like that online, but that could be something too for you to do. Like if you're considering this date and you're a little bit like, I'm not sure, like prepare some questions in advance and see what he says. Um, you're kind of nervous. Well, at least on his side, well, you don't need me to tell you. He's excited. So apparently he's been bugging you. So I don't know. I think if there's a part of you that's intrigued and wants to try it out, very communicative. That's really good. That's really good. I've had a tendency to attract people who are not so communicative, and I've realized I don't like that. I want someone who's going to talk to me, who's going to like pose questions to me, who's going to answer my questions, who's going to just not leave like something I say like hanging in the air. So you can post your question, Hearts Love Joe. I missed the Joe part. Let me just go back. I feel like there are some people who haven't really shown up. We have some new people. Study Max. Hello, hello. Maka retracted the message. All right. All right, Hearts Love. Why don't you go ahead and ask me your question? And good luck on your date, Sunflower. It sounds really interesting. If you feel like it, leave me a comment or, send me an email, send me a message. Tell me how it goes. Study Max. All right, Study Max, you'll be next. Hearts Love Joe wanted to ask if Jackson is going to reach out to you soon and his thoughts towards you. You are welcome, Sunflower. So happy to do it. Is Jackson going to reach out to Hearts Love Joe? Jackson and Hearts Love Joe. I feel like I did a reading for you, but last time, didn't I? After I do so many, I'm like, wait, who? Huh? What? What'd I say? Stoned Epiphany 444. I love your name. That's great. And Elizabeth S. Maybe. You can ask. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to you, but I will try. Right now, I am on Hearts Love Joe, and then I'm going to go to Study Max. Hearts Love Joe. Is Jackson going to reach out soon? What are Jackson's thoughts towards Hearts Love Joe? So you were in contact and now you're not, sounds like. Yes, I did do a reading for you. Sweet. Flowering. I'm kind of feeling like Jackson's feelings are flowering. Getting into balance. She's wearing the rainbow bracelets, which speak to me of kind of the full spectrum of a thing. And also it's a rainbow is typically a very positive symbol. And she's sitting on the lotus here, on top of the water. It's like feeling the feelings, but not in the feelings. There's kind of, I feel like there's a spiritual, Jackson has some kind of spiritual connection to you or to his higher power. Definitely getting a sense of balance here, being kind of grounded. I speak my truth. Welcome. The Fool. Yeah, oh my God. Sunflower just got the Fool, and now you got the Fool. I think there's a lot of people who have people coming towards them who are like, I don't know, this is such a good energy of just like, waiting for him to reach out. Could be that he's kind of waiting for, he's how do I say it? It's like he's thinking about you. And the thing that wanted to come out in that moment was he's waiting for the right time. He's kind of taking it step by step, waiting for the moment to present itself. You know, we've got lots of flowers here, blossoming. Life, beauty. We are the world. Huh. I mean, they're all holding hands, right? So that's also a good sign to me. Let me just look in the book. I'm feeling slightly stumped about this. We are the world. Let me see. Am I in the right? Yes. Oh, okay. Give me a second. This book, the way the layout is a little bit strange. So, okay, it's back here in the back. Here we go. I'm going to read this. When we recognize the common source of humanity, of our humanity, the common origins of our dreams and longings, our hopes and fears, we are able to see that we are all joined together in the great miracle of existence. When we can combine our tremendous inner wealth to create a treasure of love and wisdom that is available to all, we are linked together in the exquisite pattern of eternal creation. Combining tremendous inner wealth with the treasure of love and wisdom. You know, there's a wisdom to the Fool. Simply by being able to be present to whatever is right there in front of him, there's a huge wisdom to that. And I feel like Jackson is really tapping into this. Sees you coming together. It certainly seems like he's going to be reaching out. Now, I could be totally wrong. I mean, the thing when you're asking about other people is there's always free will. So I can tap into the energies at the moment, and then he could change his mind. What somebody feels and what they does not always line up. But he sure seems like he's wanting to reach out. This all feels very connected. He wants to connect with you. There's a lot of hopefulness and curiosity and wanting to find balance. Again, wanting that connection. So I think that the signs are looking good, according to my cards. Now we got to wait and see what he does. See what he decides to do in the end. I wish you well. Yeah. And and I just have to say, you're thinking about him and you're hoping that he reaches out. I have no idea what your situation is, but you might want to think about maybe reaching out to him. Maybe you already have and the ball's in his court. But if he doesn't know that you're thinking about him, it can help to just, throw out a little hello on social media. You don't have to say anything. Just let him know you're there, and because you're reaching out, you're thinking about him. So anyway, you already have. Okay. So now the ball is in his court, and now all you can do is wait. And that's a tough one. Yes, that's a tough one. The waiting game. Honestly, try your very best to focus on yourself and how you can improve your life in any way. Try your best to, you put it out there, you've put out your desire to the universe, and now you want to try and distract yourself as much as you possibly can. Get into that space of acting as if he has already reached out. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be concerned about because it already is. Because that is the place. That is the energetic place that is going to call in what you actually want. Yeah, it's hard. I hear ya. I do not like to use the word hard, but I find myself saying it and being like, yeah, sometimes things are hard. It's kind of part of being human. I wish you well. I keep my fingers crossed for you that Jackson reaches out. All right, Study Max, what are your gifts and your talents? Study Max wants to know gifts and talents. I'm gonna go back to the Good Tarot. What are your gifts and talents? Yesenia. Hello, Yesenia. I'm not sure if I will be able to get to you. I won't be able to do this for too much longer. I'm trying to get through these readings as quickly as I possibly can. But know that if I do not get to your question today, that I will be coming back and doing this again. And maybe I will get to your question next time. Oh my God, speak your truth. You donated. Thank you. Is that? Oh my goodness. Yes, you did. Thank you. All right, you're next. Because I said so, I'm going to do Study Max first. And then I speak my truth. I will get right to you, okay? So, Study Max, what are your gifts and talents? King of Earth. Being very good at attracting wealth and abundance. Being this word keeps coming up, magnanimous. Really able to stand in your power in a very grounded way. You're very generous. You want to give to others. You want to share your wealth. Thank you. Thank you. I speak my truth. 3 of Air. 3 of Air. I don't remember this one in this moment. I need to look at my book. Silver linings. Natural departures. Being good at seeing the good in various situations that you find yourself in, even when it's difficult, even when if you're feeling low or rejected or sad in some way, that you're always able to see the silver lining, that you know in your heart of hearts that this too shall pass, that you've gotten through 100% of your worst days. And so whatever gets thrown at you, you're going to get through that too. Very resilient. That's a huge gift. By the way, not a lot of people are. Four of water. Knowing that you are able, whatever you do, you are able to create a solid foundation for yourself and build from that. Also being able to own yourself, how you show up in the world. Own your shadow side as well as your light side. This is also a tremendous gift because it allows you to be authentic. It allows you to show up with integrity. Yeah, attracting wealth. And by being able to be authentic, being able to tap in to your intuition, to that part of yourself that is connected to your wisdom, to your higher power, to your higher self, that is your direct line to the universe. That's how you attract in the wealth and the abundance, is by, again, being resilient, remembering that no matter what you are facing, that you want to try and keep your vibration as high as you possibly can. Sometimes you can't. Being human in this life, we have times when we have our low points, and it's perfectly fine. Hello, Taylor. It's perfectly fine to feel what you feel. When it comes up, allow it to be there. Acknowledge it. Love yourself no matter where you're at. But at the end of the day, know that this is going to pass. And focus on things you're grateful for. Focus on the things that bring you joy, because that's what taps you in. That's what draws in the abundance. And sharing, spreading the wealth. Because energy is it's like a river. It's just a flow. It comes in, it goes out. And that's the way of things. And this guy knows that. It's tapping into that knowing. You have some incredible gifts. Your talent for attracting wealth lies in your ability to see the silver lining in things. That is a talent. So you go, Study Max. You have some innate understandings that are really going to work for you in your life. And it may not always seem that way. We have these moments of, what some people call the dark night of the soul, where things don't always align. But in those times, that's when you remember there's a gift in the lesson, that you need to learn something that's going to, it's like a compass, which you learn the thing and then it helps you point you to your true north. You learn what you don't like so you can learn what you do like. Okay. Hello, Sarah Rahman. Okay, so next we have I Speak My Truth, who donated. So, and I appreciate your donation so much. Thank you. So, I Speak My Truth, message from the divine, a message you need to know. I'm going to jump back to Osho Zen for you. What does I Speak My Truth? Asking the divine. Asking I Speak My Truths. Spiritual entourage. What does I speak my truth need to know? What is the most important message right now? Going through a dark night. Nothing is working out. Yeah, they say it's darkest before the dawn, right? Another way to look at it is when you're going through stuff, it's an indication that you are at a higher level. So if you think of it like school, when you're in kindergarten, the things that you're given to do are very easy. It's like, it's light, it's fun, it's playful, it's whatever, but there's not a huge amount of learning in it. It's kind of getting your feet wet, getting you used to the process. And by the time you get to college, or graduate school, wherever you are, the lessons you are being given to learn are big, but you've also had all of this preparation to get you there. And so, though it can be very difficult and it can really stretch your brain and stretch your abilities, and you're really having to go deep and pull from this huge well of knowledge that you've gained, you're in a place where you can deal with it. Um, how do you know you're going through what? A dark night of the soul? I think it's just you. I think it's just things happen, they don't work out, and you feel like crap, and you're like, what is wrong? I think I'm doing all the right things, and maybe you don't even know until you're through it. I keep wanting to say, like, you'll know when you know. I know that's a weird answer, but let's see what the cards say. You're getting guidance. So it's remembering that whatever's happening in your life, there's a bigger hand in it, that the gift is in the lesson. There's something big that you are needing to learn with everything that you're going through. It could be that you are being given lessons that at some point you will learn the lesson, and then you'll be able to turn around and help others in a similar situation. It's something that can bring you compassion, again, that allows you to show up for others in a new way. Some people call it your mess to success, going through the tough times. When you get to the other side, it's like you have the understanding that you didn't have before. You have the compassion for others going through that as well. We can so often be judgmental towards people going through something if we haven't been through it ourselves. Because we're like, well, what's wrong with you? Just get over it. But once you've been there, you're like, yes, I've been there. And don't worry, you're going to get through this. I know, because I did. If I can, you can. You're getting guidance, and you're being guided. If you undergo depression a lot, how can you tell the difference? It's interesting you bring up depression, Stoned Epiphany 444. And I will get to you, but if you are dealing with some kind of depression, I highly recommend going to Teal. I think her name is Teal Swan. She's a woman who has been through horrendous things in her life, and she is so wise, and she's got this really amazing spiritual connection, and she has these really amazing things to say. And I just this morning listened to a thing that she posted about depression. I think that's even what it's titled, about depression, on IGTV, Teal Swan. And I think she has a really good way of describing depression and how it comes about and why and what to do about it. So, speak your truth. You feel like you've been condemned to a life of suffering, which tells you it's a dark night. You're trying to escape an unhealthy situation and nothing is working out. You push Nothing is working. She was abused. Yeah, Teal Swan was abused. And that's what's amazing about her, is that she's come out of it. She hasn't allowed it to, she hasn't made it a part of a story and made herself a victim. She's used it to, it's her mess to success. It's how she guides others. She's like, I've been there and I get it. And here's what I understand because of it. Yeah, I think it might help. I was blown away, honestly. So you're trying to escape an unhealthy situation and nothing is working out. You push, nothing is working. Okay, so first of all, the word push makes me think of this resistance. What we resist persists, right? Pushing against something, you get the resistance right back. And this could be that there's some kind of guidance here that's trying to teach you to trying to find a place. Yeah, it's a pushing of, it's a trying. And I'm just feeling like the guidance is around allowing. Rather than pushing, rather than trying, try to get into the space of allowing, of surrendering. You are connected to your higher power. You have all of the guidance and the wisdom and and what you need within you. And connecting to your intuition is going to help lead you there. And I'm just getting this sense of like being constricted, of being closed off because you're so unhappy and you want to get away so bad. And that is the energy wanting, it's putting out, it's like not having the, you're being mistreated. Oh, honey. Yeah. I mean, I am not a trained expert here. And I feel like I have to say, if you are being mistreated, you get yourself out of there as fast as you possibly can in whatever way. There are resources, there are hotlines, there are places. If you have any friends, if you have family, anybody, to get yourself out, there are ways to do that. Listen to your own inner guidance. I mean, you're asking me because I feel like you need that confirmation, like you have the power to get yourself out. Only you can do it. And that's the thing about these situations. And I don't know how bad it is, but if you're being mistreated, you do not deserve that. No one does. Definitely check out Teal Swan. She was in an incredibly abusive situation. Really bad. And she might have some resources, maybe on her website or somewhere. Just don't want to surrender your cat to your inner guidance is saying, go. Yeah, listen. Because when you go, you're getting back in touch with yourself. I feel like this is the process of listening to your guidance. You're learning to connect. It's like it's connecting your heart with your knowing, with your inner knowing, with your third eye. You're aligning yourself to what you know is right for you. And the dolphins represent being playful. So, it sounds like, because you are in this really heavy situation that is really painful, really bringing you down, you probably have been having a hard time getting to a place where you can feel playful, where you can feel joyful and happy. And you need to get back in touch with that part of yourself. Yeah, there's definitely a feeling of being cut off cut off from you. Not stay here anymore. Give up your cat. Can you just take your cat with you? 1111. I mean, just take your cat with you. Why not? Just toss it in your car. I don't know. I don't know your situation, but Stoned Epiphany had to surrender a cat, but it was worth it to gain peace. And it's true, like we love our animals, they are our family, but ultimately you are the most important thing. Finding your own harmony, your own peace and harmony is crucial. No homes take cat that you've been applying to. Do you have family or friends? Do you know anybody who could cat sit for a while? And yeah, maybe you have to leave the cat behind. Maybe you can go and like grab the cat later. I don't know. It's a tough situation, but yeah, see if there's anybody you know who'd be willing to watch that cat for you for a while. The dream. This card speaks about thinking that kind of wanting to be saved, wanting someone to come and fix things, having the dream that it will all just get taken care of for you. And yet this, yeah, your sister. Yeah. Root chakra is blocked. I get it. I think that you are going to continue to feel blocked until you get out of the situation. When we're in a state of, what's the word of, word's not coming to me, on red alert, we're not connected with ourselves. Our chakras are not aligned. We are not in harmony, in balance. And I think that it is nearly impossible to get there until you get out of the way of harm. But know that it's really important that you understand that your life is in your hands. It's all about the decisions that you make. And whatever is happening in your life that does not feel good, it's up to you to make that change. Do whatever you can. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be honored. You deserve to be respected. I'm gonna do a little bit of clarification here on these with my numerology deck. Bad mindset. Why is God punishing you? Trying to think positive, but feel like you're gaslighting yourself. Yeah, I get that. Personally, I don't believe that you are being punished by God, by your higher power. This very much feels like one of those situations where, yeah, go to an Airbnb. Totally. There are different options. We are sometimes faced with situations that are extremely painful, that are difficult, that push us to our limits and beyond. And it's not because we are being punished. It's because we are meant to learn something. And it seems very likely that this situation is teaching you to value yourself, to know when to put your foot down, put up those strong, clear boundaries, to say no when that's what's best for you, to save yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are the most important thing in your life. You absolutely need to be the number one priority in your life. And you deserve nothing less. I chose spiritual career for you. It makes me think that what you're going through, these lessons that you're learning through all of this pain and heartache and confusion, there's so much stuff here, but it's helping you to tap in to your higher power, and that it's going to lead you to being able to help others. Giving up your cat would be so devastating. It's the only thing you have. But I'd venture to say that actually you are the only thing you have. Our cats, our pets, they don't last as long as we do. And eventually that cat will be gone and you will still be with you. You have yourself. You need to tap into your guidance. You know what you need to do. And again, yeah, give that cat to your sister. Maybe your sister can watch it. Yeah, see, personal growth. You're going through something so intense right now because you have a big lesson to learn. And there's so much beauty in that lesson. It sucks. It's painful. It's, right now you probably feel like, probably fairly hopeless. And yet you are being forced to tap into this part of yourself where you have the strength. You tapping into that ability to endure, to get through what could be the hardest thing you've ever gone through. And it's helping you grow. It's helping you step in. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all we have, right? Karmic completion. This is about ending a karmic cycle. This person that you've been with, you've learned your lesson and you are done. It is time to turn your back, to walk away. You're welcome. Yeah. You have it in you. You absolutely do. There's so much. I mean, God, look at these. There's so much, the spiritual career, the personal growth, the karmic completion, like this all kind of leads to this. You are being led to a place where you can powerfully show up for yourself. You're learning to do that so that you can powerfully show up for others. Again, I want to bring you back here to the guidance and the harmony, getting realigned. I want to end this on a slightly lighter note. This is quite heavy. I'm really feeling for you, and I'm gonna end of the cycle of the abuse. Absolutely. You don't need to deal with this anymore. We're gonna go to the Oracle of E. Oracle of E for I speak my truth. This deck has a little levity to it. It'd be a good way to end the reading. Head games. Oh my goodness. Look what you're dealing with. The trouble with smart people, and yes, that means you, is that they occasionally have a tad bit of difficulty surrendering to the big guys, meaning surrendering to your higher self, thinking that you need to figure this all out on your own. You want to analyze everything, figure everything out, go from A to B to C to D ad nauseum. So here's all you need to know about this. Sometimes it's better to let go. It's time. It's time to let go. It's time to surrender. Trust that you are being guided by your higher power. It's knowing that you went through this for a reason and it's time to get out of it. And you are being led. That very loud voice inside of you, it's very loud at this point, is like, get out. It's time to get out. Woot woot. Woot woot. It's party time. I feel like this is what's coming. It's party time. Hang the streamers. Invite your friends. Put on your dancing shoes. There's never been a better time to fist bump everyone you know. Joy to the world. Smile till your face hurts. This is where you're heading. This is where you're getting to when you get yourself out of the situation. Knowing that you did it, you had the strength to stand up for yourself. To have your own back. Hey, Christine, welcome. And hi, Ashhan. Being able to walk with your head held high because you did it. You got through this. And you are going to. You absolutely are. I can tell. I can tell by by just how you're showing up. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom before we can go up again. We have to be pushed to our limits and beyond before we realize, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to pick you one more card. Over your shoulder. That's interesting. What does that mean? Those recurring patterns in your life, throw them overboard. Whoever said those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it was full of bunk. You only repeat patterns when you continue to stare at them. You get hypnotized and then act them out. Take one last look back, if you must, and then say sayonara for good. Yeah, this is the end of this karmic cycle. You're done. You're done with this and anything like it. It's about turning and moving forward, not looking back. Because you are headed towards amazing things. Personal growth, spiritual career. And again, you've got the guidance within and around you. And pay attention to the signs and the symbols and the things that randomly pop in your head. Those are all things coming from your higher power, leading you. Know that you are loved, dearly, dearly loved. And give that kitty to your sister until you can get into a better situation. And there are, there are motels that allow pets too, but I don't know if you want that. But Airbnb, whatever you can do. Yeah, for sure. Get out of there. So you are going to figure this out. Yeah. And you're going to discover that you have everything you need, that you have the ability. You're going to discover a strength in you that you didn't even know you had. And that's part of the gift too. Knowing that if you can get through this, you can get through anything, and you will. You absolutely will. So I wish you well on this amazing journey. Crazy, difficult, turning you inside out journey, but it is leading you to big, beautiful, amazing things. So, spiritually abused. Yeah, that can be tough. Well, let me remind you that your spiritual guidance is like nobody else's, and you know better than anyone what is best for you. So, do your best to remember that. You probably have some deprogramming to go through, but first things first, get yourself out, and then you can begin the healing and getting back to yourself and back to your true spiritual connection, what you know is right for you, not what someone else tells you, because that's leading you here. Yeah. Okay, my friends. K or a S. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do one more quick reading. I am sorry that went on a while. But my friend, I Speak My Truth, needed some guidance, and she donated. Thank you, by the way. I really appreciate it so much. So I'm just going to randomly pick Stoned Epiphany. Are you still here? What blessings or good things are going to come into fruition for you within now and the next 3 months? I'm going with Stoned Epiphany. Awesome. Yes. This will be my last one, guys. Stoned Epiphany 444. But I will be back. I'll be doing this again. I love doing this. But I have a child I need to go pick up. So I'm going to do this last one. I had it here in front of me. What blessings or good things are going to come into fruition? I'm going to go with the Good Tarot on this one. Blessings and good things for Stoned Epiphany 444. I have a thing with triple numbers. So I love your name. I also, full disclosure, I was a big fat stoner for decades. So I have a soft spot in my heart for anything stoned. Okay. Blessings or good things are going to come into fruition. Blessings and good things for Stoned Epiphany. Unexpected surprises. I'm going to pick the other ones, and then I'll get the book out. There's this sense of perseverance, hard work, doing the things that bring in the rewards. You've been putting in the work, and you're going to reap the rewards from it. It's a fairly slow moving card. It's about being methodical, but that the rewards that come from it are lasting. Earth again, my goodness. 3 of Earth. And this is about teamwork and I want to say like collaboration. Let me get my book. Lots of Earth here. So the blessings are very grounded in the material world. You're going to see some tangible abundance, prosperity, yeah, unexpected resources, happy surprises, things that you don't expect, but are coming down the pipeline. And the messenger of earth. Also proceeding with integrity. Yeah, showing up correctly, showing up from a place that is allowing you to connect to all the good things that want to come in for you, that are rightfully yours. Knowing that you get what you give. Being thorough, industrious, having dedication. And that's bringing in this other people who want to collaborate with you, who want to work with you on a team, building on a solid foundation. Maybe this is a part of the happy surprises. Creating something through group efforts. Some kind of project, something that requires dedication and perseverance. That does require some hard work, but I'm feeling like it's something that's going to really pay off, and maybe it'll be something you really enjoy that doesn't feel like hard work. Sort of like me and my channel. Yeah, you've got something really good, something really big coming in within the next, we'll say near future, next 3-ish months. I want to pick one from the Osho Zen. I just want to get a little more clarity on this. Trust. Yes, trust in that you are being led to where you need to go, that there's divine timing at play here, that you are being aligned at just the right time with the right circumstances, with the right people, with the happy surprises and the unexpected resources and things that show up that help boost you along the way. Know that universe has your back. Your higher power has your back. This figure could be falling, but also they could be flying. And know that, even if you are falling, you'll be fine. You'll be caught. A giant bird's going to come and swoop down and catch you. Like you're being guided to where you need to go. So, and it looks good. It looks like moving into the next phase in your life. You're getting on a path. I don't know if you're already on this path, but if you're not yet, you will be. So, all right. This was fun. So amazing as always. I apologize to everyone I did not get to. K-Love. I know someone named K-Love. That's cool. Spelled a little differently. Yeah, all y'all who I did not get to today, I apologize, but next time, you are welcome. Stoned Epiphany 444, who is one of the coolest names ever. Yeah, it's great. It's great. And thank you everyone for showing up. I will be back again. I will do this again. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.